When asked about Congressman Martin Romualdez, Undersecretary Claire Castro of the Presidential Communications Office remarked, he is innocent before proven guilty. Tama naman. That principle is deeply rooted in our Constitution. Article 3, Section 14, Paragraph 2 of the 1987 Charter guarantees that every person is presumed innocent until the contrary is proved. A protection so sacred that even the most unpopular accused must enjoy it. But here lies the problem. When the statement comes from Malacanang itself, it takes on a different weight. Claire Castro is not a private lawyer. She is not a television analyst. She is an undersecretary of the PCO, the very office created under the Administrative Code of 1987, Book 3, Title 17, to develop and implement communications program of the President. Her words are not hers alone. They carry the imprimatur of the institution she represents. So, when she publicly defends Romualdez, who happens to be the President's cousin and a central figure in controversies surrounding alleged budget irregularities and flood control projects, it sends a troubling message that the palace itself has chosen a side. That instead of maintaining neutrality, it is lending its voice and by implication its power to the defense of a relative under fire. Public office, however, is not personal property. Article 11, Section 1 of the Constitution declares that public office is a public trust. It demands accountability, integrity, and responsibility at all times. The use of the PCO, an office funded by taxpayers, to issue or echo statements that favor private individuals, even powerful ones, risks violating that trust. It also runs counter to Article 9-B, Section 7, which prohibits the use of government positions or resources for private benefit. Let us also remember the doctrine of separation of powers. Romualdez is a legislator. The palace is the executive. For Malacanang to speak for a member of Congress erodes institutional boundaries, turning the principles of checks and balances into a tangle of personal allegiance. And optics matter. In a time when this administration is already defending itself from allegations of budget manipulation and pork insertions, the sight of the PCO shielding the President's cousin is not just inappropriate, it is politically reckless. Kamag-anak muna bago bayan? That is the question that echoes louder than any official statement. Romualdez is entitled to his presumption of innocence. The law gives him that. But Malacanang does not need to fight that battle for him, because every time it does, it is not merely defending the man, it is exposing the institution. And in the greater court of public opinion, perception can be as damning as proof. In the end, the Constitution reminds us, public office is a trust. It is not a shield for friends, nor a cloak for family. It exists to serve the people, and only the people. Another day, another regal POV.